with Jennifer Boyer-Switala. Many of you may know her from the Listening Post. She's the director, but she's not here today to talk about the Listening Post. She's here to talk about a trip she's planning to Paris.
That's right. It's going to start this June 15th. We'll be gone for 8 days total and arrive back to the United States on June 22nd. Wanted to do this as a girlfriend's getaway so that women could have some bonding time with their friends away from, everyday life. And I traveled to Europe last summer, was in Paris, and went through this company called Passports that I'll be using this summer as well. Okay. And last summer we took students, so it was extremely structured.
Right.
We had something to do almost every minute of the day. As a mom and wife and working person,
right.
I don't want all that structure this time, and so this is planned so that we have a lot of free time, but we have opportunities throughout the day to do a couple things together, especially eat together.
Right.
And we can take day trips to Versailles and enjoy the palace and the gardens there. We can do kind of whatever we want to do.
Right.
We'll make this trip what the group wants.
So you have sort of a tentative itinerary now,
right.
And you're going to flex that based on who goes and what they want to do.
Exactly.
Great. It's really terrific that you have the experience from last year of already leading a trip, and so now you're here to do a girlfriend's getaway, which is a terrific idea. I mean, I think a lot of people would want to go on this.
I do.
And yeah, really. And it's 8 days. And what's the price?
The price, I'm figuring, now you have to remember this price includes our airfare,
okay.
the taxes at the airport.
Right.
It also includes our breakfast, our dinner, our hotel stay, a 3-day Metro pass,
right.
and a half-a-day tour of Paris with a guide. We can add on from there, but I figure about $2,500.
Right.
All you need to worry about at this point is lunch money and spending money.
That's terrific. And a lot of times 2 meals is enough. Maybe someone just wants to get an ice cream or a little sweet.
Well, honestly, there's so many wonderful patisseries and
right.
When I was in Paris last summer, grab a baguette and you walk around Paris eating it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh no, absolutely not. I could live on bread and cheese.
Yes,
that's for sure.
We honestly were eating for about $4 American at lunchtime.
One other thing is, I think it's great you're doing this as a girls' trip. How many people can you fit on the trip?
We need to have at least 6 to go.
Okay.
After that, the sky's the limit. I think 30 would be ideal. People keep in mind that the more people we have, the more the cost comes down.
Which is great. How much do you imagine if you were to have a trip of 30, it could potentially be as cheap as...
I would have to double check with the guy, but we're looking at it could go to around $2,000 or under.
That's an amazing deal. A trip to Paris for between $2,000 and $2,500, somewhere in that range, and then you're going to be sharing a room, or how does that work?
Right. The price is based on a triple occupancy, so yourself and 2 other people. If you only have 1 other person and you want to just have the 2 of you in a room, there's a small extra charge for that per night. If you want a single, if you don't want to share, if you just know you're one of those people who just doesn't like to have someone else in your space, which I totally understand, there's an extra charge for that. But it is possible to get a single or double room as well.
It sounds like there's a lot of options. It sounds like you're doing all the homework, which saves people a lot of work when you're planning a trip. Those of you who've planned trips know how much time that takes, and you've been there, so you've got the experience.
Right.
And then you have some structured activities, but then you have time for people to just wander on their own, and there's some flexible decisions they can make.
And being a history teacher, I actually have a strong interest in French history. I'm happy to take people anywhere. I have a decent enough amount of knowledge that I can help people out.
Do you speak French at all?
I'm learning. Actually,
it's hard.
For Christmas I got CDs, and I'm learning on the computer how to speak French, and I probably bug the French teachers at the high school more than he would like. But,
well, that's great, and I know that I've been to Paris before, and everyone speaks English. It's always nice to have a background, be able to say a few key words. But
and I just found, I'm sure you did too, simply by greeting them in their own language and asking them, do you speak English in their own language, people are so open. the French get a really bad rap for being rude and snobby.
Right.
I did not experience that one bit. People were more than happy. And when I was trying to communicate and get directions last summer, the one store clerk had a hard time, and he couldn't quite understand me. The other one says, "Oh, I speak English. Let me help you." And it was wonderful. I had a great experience.
And now the trip leaves June 15th.
That's
from New York.
From New York City, yes, from JFK.
Okay.
We flew Air France last summer. I assume that's what we'll fly. And we go at night so that we sleep on the plane and we wake up we're in France. So it's about a 7 to 8 hour flight. So.
Okay. Well, I hope you get all the people. I hope you get 30 people.
And thank you
so
much.
It's a terrific idea. Good luck with everything. And if people want more information, they can email you, right?
Yes.
And that email is?
Yes, at destination_Paris@yahoo.com.
Okay, and you can give them all the information. I know you have an itinerary set up with a website. You can just email that link back to people and they can get that information. Well, thanks a lot, Jennifer, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.